Thanks for listening to the AZ12 post game. I'm your host, Mike Luke. This is brought to you by Longview Insurance and Investments. We very much thank you, Andre Harris. Benron White, we have got a lot to get to this show. How are you doing, Benron White?
Doing good. A big-time Arizona victory. Live here, boots on the ground, as you like to say, Michael Luke, here at Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle. Big-time victory to discuss today.
Boots on the ground. We've got a lot to get to. The first one we want to talk about is Jeff Goodman. Take that. Now, Jeff Goodman has essentially spent the last, forever now, trolling Arizona fans, telling them that they're going to lose to Akron. And like we were talking about before, Arizona can obviously be upset. Akron was a team that was not going to upset them. The reason they weren't going to upset them is because they want to play fast and they are small.
Yep.
That is not a recipe to beat Tommy Lloyd, Benron White.
It is not, and what it really comes down to is you knew what type of team Akron was, right? They were a team that wanted to play fast, a team that wanted to get up a lot of shots, and 7 for 25 from 3. That's the ball game right there. You know going into it, if Akron's going to shoot that way, they're probably going to get blown out, which is what happened today. They just couldn't get anything going. Yeah, Arizona had its stretches. We're going to get to the turnovers. We're going to get to some of the other stuff we didn't like, but there was also a lot to like, especially in that second half. Arizona locked down defensively. Yeah. They imposed their will down low. They were clearly the better team, and I thought Rogan in our group text put it best.
Right.
Generally, when Vegas is putting this at a 14.5 spread, the other team generally is not very good, and you just saw that today.
Right, this wasn't a situation where it was a 6.5-point spread. This was a team that Arizona should have handled, and they handled really easily. One thing that I will say is that in the first half, there were some things that were annoying, obviously. You have 12 turnovers in the first half. I would assume that Tommy Lloyd really got into them as well. That part was very annoying. At the same time, though, you're 0 for 5, and you're still up 10 at that point, though, Ben. It was this was a pretty cool performance, and Arizona needed to handle this, and they handled them, period.
They did, and really it just comes down to Arizona just having the bigger players, right? I think Akron's biggest player was 6'6", and look, I mean, they had their stretches in the first half, especially where Arizona was kind of a little bit asleep, right? And you saw stretches where Akron just got to the rim at easy times, but that just didn't last long, and Arizona was just clearly the better team. It was nice to see them really come out in the second half and respond, because I think a lot of us watching knew, even at halftime, this really wasn't a 10-point game. It should have been a lot bigger than that, and Arizona put their foot on the gas and imposed their will, and within the first 5 minutes in the second half, you thought to yourself, okay, this is going to be blowout victory right here.
All right, 199 Super Snap. Do I sound better now?
I think we are better, yeah.
Okay, so all right. Hopefully, everybody on there, you guys know better than me. If I don't sound right, tell me, and I'll get Ben one white on it. TJ Van Marder, 199 Super Snap. We are all Liberty fans. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now, let's see here. Do I sound any better? Let's see. After that is, all right. Nope. Ben, am I not sounding good?
I think we're okay. I mean, it's just loud in the arena right now, but give us a thumbs up if you can hear.
All right, they're saying that I don't sound great. Well, Ben is perfect. Mike is echoing. They said it's worse now, Ben.
Yikes.
I don't know what to tell everybody. Back to the anecdote. We are having fun. Okay, now let's see. Ben, do we need to share a mic almost?
I think we're okay.
All right. Well, either way, Ben good, Mike bad. Well, that's the story of my life at this point. Back to the A, having fun. Yes. Let's see. Super Snaps coming in here again. Gorilla Tech. Mike, you had a little reverb, but it's not bad. Hopefully, we're doing better now. Ben's on this. Let's see. Dave Gerhardt, $9.99 Super Snap. Very much appreciated. Back to the A. You guys having fun as well. Hunting process. Okay, we got to start with Trey Townson though. Trey Townson was the man. Trey Townson was great, Ben. March Trey, I think March Trey's a thing at this point. Okay, and I think that March Trey, at this point, if you're going against a team that's not super in depth, it's not super athletic, Trey Townson can do some things.
He can, and I think it comes down to a lot of us thought, okay, is this effort, is this skill? And I think it's fair to say at this point you got to lean towards effort, right? I mean, the guy just has a different attitude, a different demeanor on the court with the way he's playing right now, and it's really good to see him get going in transition, right? Easy looks to the basket for him, not try to do too much, had the matchup advantage today, and I mean, that's huge for him. Build that confidence, really build on that, because come tournament time, you're going to need him, Mike. You talk about that that one guy all season. You felt like when Arizona would run into stretches where maybe they're turning the ball over, maybe they're not shooting, and be streaky from the outside. And Trey's somebody who was expected to be a big contributor offensively, and there have been a lot of disappointing moments throughout the season, but it's good to see him in double-figure scoring.
Yeah, and this was really kind of an all-around performance when you look at it. This was a team that in Arizona that you look at Henry Basar, and again, Hal J put it really well. He said, 53 to 22 right now with the rebounds, and this is what it came down to. We were talking about it before the game. This is what it came down to. Arizona was going to have to take care of business on the boards, and they did exactly that. Okay, Mike, this is
yeah, keep it close to your mouth. That's the key.
That's the key. Okay, I apologize. Colton Hawthorne, Mike, this is for some of those Seattle goody goods. Yeah, know what to do with that. 1999 Lost Highway. No room for the haters on the train. Mike, AZ Wildcat fan at Andy Bryant. Okay, no problem with any of that. Now, Javier is not in here. Those ones always crack me up. All right, we got this all figured out now. Yep. We are good now. Okay, the other thing too, Ben, is this was, like I said, this was an all-around performance. I thought Jaden Bradley played really, really well.
Yeah.
And Jaden Bradley, when he's attacking, when he is getting into the lane, that's where he's a real issue for people, and he was exactly that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we know that that's kind of the type of player he is, right? Get head down, get to the basket, really carry this team offensively in stretches when they need it. But I think what really helped Arizona early on is I'm careful and cautious with the way I say this, but they really did do well from three. I think it was 9-0 to start the game. And yeah, there were times where they probably were shooting too much. He needed to go inside. But I think Jaden's just somebody who, when you get him those outside shots and get him those looks early, it really helps him build that confidence, and he's going to give you it all on the defensive end. It's just a matter of being consistent with the scoring on offense, and when he's consistent, Arizona's in a really good spot. I mean, they say a lot of March comes down to guard play, and a lot of these games down the stretch come down to your guard and your point guard, and he's got to play well. I mean, he had 19 today, 3 for 5 from 3, 8 of 13 from the field, and Arizona just had good looks, as they should. I mean, they were the more athletic team, they were the bigger team, and they did a really good job of getting those good looks, and you got to give them credit, and it starts with Jaden Bradley.
It starts with Jaden Bradley, and he was a massive part of what they wanted to do there. My guy, Matt Bothwell, a $3 sticker, appreciate it. We'll go back at the end. I'm having to run this because Cody James Martin's wife is giving birth right now, so that's why Cody is not here with us. So we wish Cody nothing but the best. All right, now I'm going to try to run some of this by myself. I think that I'm going to be able to do it, but you know what? It's going to take an effort. Also, like I said, we got to give a massive shout out to Longview Insurance and Investments for putting this one on. We very much appreciate you. All right, now we're going to go with the Green Valley Decorative Rock Star of the game. Okay, Green Valley Decorative Rock Star of the game. All right, hold on. Mute that, put that comment away. Hi, current comment.
There we go.
All right, yes, the Green Valley Decorative Rock Star of the game, Bedouin White. I'm gonna go with Trey Townson again. Yep. I don't think there's anywhere else to go with that. You could say Jaden Bradley, but Trey Townson, we beat him up a lot this year, and like I said, you got to call a spade a spade. He really picked his game up, and he was an enforcer in this game. He was huge.
Yeah, outside of Townsend, and really outside of that first 5-minute stretch of the first half, I thought Arizona played some of its worst basketball. And what I'm getting at is the way Trey Townson played, he single-handedly was the reason there in that first half why Arizona was able to have a double-digit lead. Right. Granted, it should have been a lot bigger with the way things shaked out, but no, he set the tone for this team today. March Trey is a real thing, my friend. March Trey is a real thing.
March Trey is a real thing, and we got to give him a lot of props there. Jaden Bradley as well. You look at Jaden Bradley, I mean, that's as Dick Vitale used to say, that's a stat sheet stuffer. 19.6 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple turnovers. The turnovers were annoying in the first half, but I'm also going to say that Arizona was also able to get that one figured out, though. In the second half, only 4 turnovers, and I think that's something that you got to be happy about. And I think that was a big one for Arizona, Ben One Mike.
Yeah, and I think what happened in that first half, right, is that Arizona is obviously a team that loves to get up and down. They love to play fast, but it has kind of been problems for them at times this year, right? And I think once you slowed things down and kind of realized, hey, here's what we need to do, here's what we're trying to run, get in the flow of things, they just looked a lot different. I mean, there were just so many careless turnovers. It wasn't like Akron was pressing or doing anything crazy on the defensive defensive end. Arizona was beating itself up in that regard, and they figured it out, as they should. I mean, we've seen stretches throughout the season where, you're approaching that double-digit scoring turnover figure there early in the first half, but they were able to overcome it. And Arizona did exactly what they needed to do. I have no issues with the way this game played out, especially there in that second half.
All right, now we got to get to this. This is very, very important here. We got to get to the SRS again. Our fan. Hey, who discovered Andre Veras, Ben One White? Who discovered Andre Veras?
That would be
that was not Jason Shear. That was Mike Luke.
That would be the great Mike Luke.
Yes, exactly. They put this on. We very much appreciate Longview Insurance and Investments. Now, I can't tell you for a fact that Andre might be able to give you any kind of discount on his personal services, but he might be able to, just like we cannot recommend, just like we cannot endorse, but we can highly recommend. Very, very much thank Longview for putting this one on. Okay, now let's get back to this. Hold on, everybody. Stick with me here. Stick with me. Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out.
Broadcasting at its finest.
As you guys know, I am an idiot, and okay,
there we go.
Now we're back. Yeah. All right, now we got to talk about Carterell Bryant. I'm a selfish person. I generally care about mess with the ball, you get the glove. You know how we go around here. But at the same time, I'm also going to have to. Carterell Bryant probably watching his last games here. He just, he's I don't know what else to say. He looks like an NBA player. He looks like an NBA prospect.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the windmill dunks, you've got the athleticism, and again, right? I mean, when a guy has that type of skill and is able to do things, especially in a game like this, granted it's Akron's the first round, but come March time, I mean, you've obviously seen he's come a long way. And yeah, I mean, he's still very young. He still does some things that kind of make you uncomfortable, but this is probably a high pick. He's gone for sure.
Yeah, and I got to give it. Shear's, people asking where Shear is. Shear is Shear's at the press conference right now, hanging out with Bruce Show.
Yep.
But let's see here. All right, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, is my mic better now? Everybody was saying it sounded really good. Now I'm getting comments that it's no. I mean, I like that. Everybody, we're beacons of high standards around here. Okay.
How about now, folks?
Yeah.
I think I tried something. Let's see here.
All right, come on. We're all doing this here. We're all doing this in real life. Everybody. Oh, no. All right, well, we're just going to go with it. I'm going to let Ben White continue to try to figure this one out. You need to sing and maybe dance? I don't know. Let's talk about okay, there we go.
Better. Yep.
All right, there we go. Let's talk a little bit about KJ Lewis. Arizona's going to need a really good KJ Lewis in that next round. When you play a good team, you are going to need much better.
There we go.
All right, Arizona. You know what's funny? I can actually hear myself sound better. That's about I don't know.
Yep, I can too. I know what happened. I fixed it.
I'm an idiot. Ben One White is not an idiot. Stop moving your head. I can't. I'm excited. Okay. KJ Lewis though, he's got to play better. And again, we've seen KJ Lewis play better, but he's got to play better. There's no doubt about it. He's got to be able to be that guy that can really be that jack of all trades. Oh my gosh, $50 super snap. Oh my gosh, Vegas Falcon is amazing. Shame that Carter has so much skill and only playing 18 minutes. Arena appears on me. BTFP. Thank you, Vegas Falcon. It is like I said, I sound fantastic.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, Joey, I like that. But that's the part that's kind of frustrating about it, in this day and age.
Yeah.
You try to get selfish and you're kind of like, all right, well, I would love to be able to get him back. But at the end of the day, I think you just got to roll with him at this point. The one thing that I will say is that he's got to play more than ADO. Now, ADO had a much better second half. I get that. But ADO, there's going to be games where you just can't play ADO. And I think this is one of those games where you're probably not just going to be able to get ADO.
No, and I will say this. Look, I mean, Arizona had a very good second half. They had the matchup advantage. But moving forward, right, I have a hard time believing if you play that way, especially in a first half, come the second round, come to Sweet 16 and beyond, it's going to be very difficult, depending on the matchup, obviously, to get back in a game like this. Arizona cannot turn the ball over 10 times and a half. And a lot of that is just self-inflicted. I think the thing with KJ is, and we've talked about it, you're going to get a number of good things, but there's also going to be some really, really dumb things that come along the way with fouls, with shots that he's taking from three that he absolutely should not be taking. And I think the thing you can ask at this point is just have that level of self-awareness to say, hey, is this really a smart shot? Is this really a smart basketball play, what I'm doing right now? And look, KJ is who he is at this point, but I think that's on Lloyd to try to manage that, right? And really figure out and understand, hey, where is he going to fit in best? How do we get him going? How do we keep him out of foul trouble? Because come down the stretch, KJ Lewis is probably your first or second most important player.
You know somebody I want to give a big shout out to, and that I don't think necessarily gets a lot, is that Caleb Love. A lot of times people are like, well, when Caleb Love, when things aren't going right for Caleb Love just starts doing whatever he wants to do, and it doesn't look good. Caleb Love, look at this stat line right here. You got 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. I wish he had some free throws. That bothers me a little bit. But seven rebounds, 4 assists, only a couple turnovers. I think in a game like this, KJ played winning basketball, Ben One White.
Yeah, he did. And it just looked easy at times, right? I mean, he kind of got his swagger going when he hit that 3. Granted, he tried 4 of them. I don't love that, but look, I mean, he was one of the key players tonight on the court, and Arizona's got to play inside out, which is what they do when they're the most successful. You've seen it throughout the season, and KJ Lewis is huge. I think defensively too, you got to talk about what he did in that second half.
Yeah,
Akron, I'll be honest. I mean, Akron, especially in that first half, I'd say the first 10 minutes, it's not that they were getting bad looks, just none of them were going in. It seemed like Arizona had stretches kind of played like the mindset of, hey, we're the better team here. We don't necessarily need to give it 100% effort, but defensively, when this team locks in, they're tough. They're hard to beat from the perimeter. Akron didn't really have anybody that could kind of take Arizona off the dribble. And again, when you're not hitting threes, when that's your forte, keep going back to that number, 7 for 25, and you're just not going to win games. You're just not going to upset a team like Arizona when they've got the clear size, athleticism, talent advantage, all of the above. It's really tough.
All right, now we've got Bridge Tech Communications. Hey, Ben, you guys are going to like this one. This is called an ad lib. Ben One White and I are looking for a gym to go to up here in the Pacific Northwest tomorrow, one that preferably doesn't smell. And guess what? Bridge Tech Communications, I don't think that they're using Bridge Tech Communications up here because we had to look it for ourselves. If you have a gym, you need to use Bridge Tech Communications because that's what they specialize in, is putting it out there. Our guy Tony is the absolute man. Audio, it says my audio stinks again. I don't know what I'm doing.
I think we're okay.
All right.
Might be the background.
Either way, great win in the second half is what we were looking for. The first, let's either get the Ducks or bring free Liberty. Very much appreciate that, Tony. You are the man. Okay, yeah, I don't know exactly what else. Fix your mic. I don't know what I'm all right. Either way, now looking ahead here a little bit, Ben. Arizona, in my opinion, has to get to the Sweet 16. And Arizona's got to get to the Sweet 16. I believe whoever they play next, they've got to be able to beat, Ben.
Yeah, they have to. And I don't know if it matters as much. I mean, Liberty is a team that plays a little bit more slow. Oregon, they have some decent guard play, but at the same time, they've struggled, especially in top 25 matchups, and they haven't been very good. Granted, Altman, come tournament time, you don't necessarily want to doubt him, but you're probably looking at, a 7 to 8 point Arizona favorite, depending on whoever it is on Sunday. I don't think it necessarily matters too much, but you got to absolutely win that game. And then come next week in the Sweet 16, likely you're looking at Duke, and at that point, you see what happens.
All right, everybody, there it is. Now it is time for the Arizona Primary Eye Care Good Look. Do you get it, Ben? Do you get it?
It took me a minute, but I got it.
Yes, no, it's very, very good. Hold on, I got to find this though. First, everybody. The Good Look. Oh, look at this. Arizona Primary Eye Care. Hey, Ben One White, when you saw me here, the first thing you said to me was, you're like, oh my gosh, Mike, you look awesome. And the reason was because of these Tom Ford glasses. Yes. I mean, I know everybody, it's overwhelming to watch me and to see these glasses. But at the same time, we also got to talk about the good look of the game. And, I don't know. There's not really one that sticks out to me right now. Is there one that sticks out to you, Ben One White?
I'll take one of the Carter dunks.
I'll take one of the Carter dunks.
That was a great look right there. Those alley hoops were nice.
That's what I'm going to go with as well. You know what? When you're somebody like myself, you have to take what Ben One White goes, and you got to go with it. That's what we're going to do. The Carter alley-oop dunk. Arizona Primary Care. Cheryl is awesome. Cheryl didn't come up here, though. We're very mad at Cheryl for not coming up here. She might be in Newark, though. Okay, now, stadium noise. Yeah, it is. Well, I will say this, everybody. If Arizona does win the next game, it's the late game, so there won't be the noise. So that is something. We just got to get through it. But again, we very much appreciate it. Did Target not have any razors? No, they didn't have any razors, Danny Martin. I went in there and everything was under lock and key. Don't know what else to say. I went in there. I couldn't even get toothpaste. It was annoying.
And let me put this out there for the viewers. Look, obviously, anybody who knows Mike Luke very closely, a lot of what he talks about is just slightly exaggerated, just a little bit. But when it comes to Seattle, I kid you not, folks, nothing is being exaggerated here on social media. This city is something else.
Yeah. This is a very tough area in which we were staying. Every street corner, you are taking your life into your hands, literally and figuratively. It is the snow has or the sun has not come out in 3 days. There is a very snowy smell, and it's just not good. I don't know what else to say. But again, I was not going to back down from our friends in SRS. That was polite, Ben. That was a good way of putting it, Ben One White. Yes. But again, very, very difficult. Seattle Center and Belltown, we are in Belltown. And I don't know. Tomorrow we might go. It was funny. I was asking somebody to go see the sights, and then he says to me, he's like, well, I don't know that there's much to see around here. There's not. There's a dog park beneath where we were staying where dogs are defecating left and right. No, I want to go see Hi to Jed tomorrow, though. Whatever you changed brought the echo back.
Didn't change anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Mike not having access to razors just beginning to bring back the beard. That could maybe be the situation. But either way, SRS is not disappointed. It's not disappointed in the least. Okay, now I want to talk about the Big 12 here a little bit, Ben One White. We're in a real conference right now, and this is what's exciting about this. I think the Big 12 now is 6-1, if I'm not mistaken, and 6-1. These are good teams. This is great.
And you keep talking about the Big 12 while I look at your thing here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. You guys staying in shop fits with Tommy's Gritty Boys mantra. Yes. But either way, the Big 12 is awesome. I'm very impressed by the Big 12. And the thing about the Big 12 too is that all these teams are really. Oh, is that? Hey, do I sound better? Oh, hey, wait a second. I think I figured it out. Do I sound better now? I think I figured it out. I know what we did wrong. Oh, I sound better. I can hear myself better. Hey, everybody out there, tell me if I sound better. Tell me if I sound better right now. Everybody, do as you're told. You're just putting in comments. Do I sound better? John Lee Walker, do I sound better? Yeah. There we go. We figured it out. Yes.
There we go.
The people out there that said that I couldn't figure out anything on my own were right. But
yes,
guess
they
what?
were very right.
Yeah, because guess who just did that? It was Ben One White.
And I gave him clear instructions to hit that button before the broadcast.
Yeah, I am an idiot. Welcome to the Rock. Welcome to the Rock. Okay, Kobe Elfield just says, you sound way better. Okay. All right, everybody. Now, thanks. Now we can get down to business here. Let's get down to the brass tacks.
Mike sounds awesome. There we go.
Yes. What? Okay.
No wonder.
Javier is the dumbest person alive. No, that would be Mike Luke. I'm the dumbest person alive. By the way, Bryant is winning 5-0 against Michigan State. You know what's funny?
Alert?
Upset alert. I can see. You know what's amazing? Mike sounds like he's been breathing through his mouth for 2 days. So I've had really, really bad gas, but it went away midway through the game though. Like at halftime, it just went away. It was no gas. It was no more gas. So Ben One White, master of tight ends and technology. This is true. All right, but let's talk about the Big 12 here a little bit. Then I want to make fun of the SEC. I very much enjoy making fun of the SEC in that. But Houston obviously looked awesome. Yeah. Texas Tech at the same time. Rich Carrillo is easily the worst person ever. Correct. Houston looked really good. Texas Tech is my pick to win the champion or to make the championship game. Mm-hmm. They didn't look great, but it is what it are. But they still won. Iowa State won. BYU won. Arizona took care of business. Who else do we have? It feels like there's another team that were out there. Kansas, H-Dick lost, obviously. That's something too. All right. Got to address this. Everybody's asking for my bad Trey.
Baylor won today. That's who we were
Baylor
missing.
won today.
That game was good earlier.
Baylor won today. Okay. Here's where I'm at, though, with my bad Trey. I need one more game. If we get one more game from my bad Trey, if we get one more good game from Trey Townsend, Ben One White, I am prepared to sit here and say I am an idiot. And therefore, I am going to sit there and say I'm an idiot. But I need one more game. Whoever they play, if we play Falwell School or we play Oregon, whoever the case may be, Arizona, I just need them to be able to win that one game, Ben One White, and I need Trey Townsend to play well.
Yeah, you need your front court to dominate. You need to have the advantage when it comes to rebounding. You need Arizona to get easy looks and get to the lane and score, because that's how this team is going to score points come tournament time against top opponents, right? You got to find a way when you're playing Duke, when you're playing schools like that, you got to score at least 75 points, right? And Arizona's got to be able to impose their will in the lane, kind of have a matchup advantage, which they did today. And they probably will on Sunday, beyond being honest. But at the same time, it gets a little bit more interesting after that. And the biggest thing, and we talk about this team, right, with the way they're constructed, yeah, there are going to be challenges and opponents that you don't want to see. Like, obviously, Duke, best team in the country. You can make the argument, especially if Flag is 100%. We don't know that, by the way, and Mike Luke has been one to point that out.
I will not sit here. I am an expert here. I will not sit there and allow this to occur.
We don't know that, but the biggest challenge that this team has had is they beat themselves, right? Turnovers, foul trouble. When Arizona doesn't do those things and they score in the paint and they have a respectable rebounding margin, they can beat almost any team in the country, I think.
Yes.
I'm not saying they're one of the best teams in the country, but I'm saying if all those things go right, they have a shot.
Yeah, all right. I know everybody's telling me that Cooper Flag looked more than fine, but you know what? I'm not going to back down. I am going to stand strong in the face. I'm going to be resilient throughout. And what's the score in that Illinois game, everybody?
It's right behind your laptop.
Where is it?
The tablet.
Oh, I don't see it. Hold on.
There we go.
Man.
Live broadcast.
Oh, hey. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's 23-22. Is that the score?
Well, you're looking at it, not me.
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like everybody. I think that I just figured this out. I think it's 23-22. And yeah, I'm fine with that. It's 26-22. Don't like that. Either way, back the Miller. Yes. So now the next thing is looking ahead here a little bit. Oregon and Liberty. Now with Oregon. Now I told Brian Jeffries my joke yesterday. When we were out at dinner about about what do you call somebody that moves out of Crete, Nebraska. I also told Ryan Hansen that joke.
Did you tell Dana Altman that at the press conference?
Nah, weenied out. I didn't really weenie out. I didn't do that. But yes, Danny Martin. No, but this is a battle of good versus evil. We need Xavier to beat Illinois. We need to. Like I said, we need to let bygones be bygones. There, I am going with that. So I didn't tell him that joke though. I didn't. But Oregon to me is interesting because again, Nate Biddle up front is really, really good, obviously.
Yeah.
But Brandon Angel doesn't terrify me by any means. And on top of that, you've got Keyshawn Bartholomew, you got Jackson Shellstad, you got Bamba. They're good, but they don't have anything that's overwhelming. Dana Altman is a really, really good tournament coach. There's a stat that he's never lost to a lower seed. That worries me to a certain degree. But overall, Ben, this is
But doesn't it feel like one of those games, and we talked about it with Akron, and bear with us here, folks, they're doing intros for the other
They knew we were here, and they're just trying to make us look bad.
So bear with us. But doesn't it feel like it's one of those games similar to today where something really fluky has to happen if Arizona's going to lose that game? Like Oregon has to shoot something crazy from three. Arizona has to have 20-plus turnovers, something nutty like that. I mean, top to bottom, if we're talking about Liberty, if we're talking about Oregon, similar to today, Arizona is clearly the better team up and down.
Mike, really enjoying you, having a good time up in SRS. You deserve it, bro. I very much appreciate that. You guys are awesome. You guys are the ones. We also thank Andre Veras. I discovered Andre Veras. Now, let's see here. Dennis Walsh says that was a funny remark, but don't worry. Yeah, that's one right there, Dennis Walsh. I don't need his uncle DMing me a million times, so I'm not going to get into that right now. But then Liberty's interesting. You've got the Falwell factor, and Benwin White has no clue who Jerry Falwell is, none whatsoever. Is this true?
The Falwell factor?
Yeah,
Let's ask the chat.
Okay. Yes, we've talked about Jerry Falwell. Jerry Falwell is he started Liberty, and I guess he's not there anymore. I think he ended up passing away 20 years ago. But he is the one that ran everything. Yeah. And he ran the compound, and then his son got into a lot of trouble. So I just called it Libertyville, Falwellville. Yes, everybody's saying don't have too much of a good time in SRS. We may need you in Newark next week, not in SRS jail cell. Yes, that is something I am looking to avoid though.
Yikes.
Also, I want to get into the SEC here in a second. Oh, we got another $4.99 Super Snap from Mr. Tyler Warden. All right, Mr. Tyler Warden, get a donut and coffee at Top Pot tomorrow on me. Love it. We're next to a place called, and again, I never swear, but we're next to a place called Breakfast Bitch.
Yeah.
Yes. No. I do not.
He's not making that up.
I am not kidding.
There's Egg Slut in Southern California and Vegas, and then there's Breakfast Bitch in Seattle.
Yes, it was. It's an interesting place. I don't want to have too good of a time, though. I need to keep my bearings. Plus, I got to keep an eye on top of Sheer. But, all right, the SEC. The SEC's lost a lot of games. Everybody here, we need the SEC to keep losing. The fact that they got 14 teams in is insane. We need Oklahoma to lose to UConn, and we'll go from there. But either way, this is another battle where they're trying. Oh, we're going to get to Ben One White here in a second. Ben One White has something very clear to put out there about it. But either way, we need SEC to lose. Now, Ben One White. Here's what happens for everybody that was not privy to this. I was in my hotel room. Okay, I was in my hotel room, and I got a call. This is right after we signed off, and there we said at the very end. And keep in mind, here's what Sheer and I think happened: is that there was at the very end, we're like, oh my God, there's this police chase, and then we signed off.
I'm being set up here, but go ahead.
Yeah, then we signed off, and then Ben One White messaged us and said, "Is everything okay?" And then we didn't respond. Literally within 5 minutes, I get a call from the front desk saying that a Ben White called and asked to have me call back and gave me the phone number, gave me Ben One White's phone number. Here's what Sheer and I think. Sheer and I think that he was being a good friend and that he was calling in, checking in on us to make sure that we were okay. And then he got embarrassed when we found out we were okay, and then he denied calling in.
Why would I call the hotel? I would just call you.
Well, right, but you couldn't get in touch with us because we didn't respond to the text message.
I was packing for SRS. I don't know what happened there.
When Mama makes the point that the phone number is the smoking gun. That's what we can't get past, Ben One White.
Well, I remember being on a StreamYard with you guys, and you said you had to make a phone call, so perhaps it was set up.
No. When we went to the front desk as well, and they confirmed a call coming in from that, because here's the other thing, and I'm waiting for this to be able to deliver it. They have caller ID there, and it was an out-of-state phone call. So
an out-of-state phone call could be a lot of people, but
well, okay. It wasn't me if it was an out-of-state phone call. It wasn't
me. I would tell you if it was me.
All right.
Maybe it was Jet Fish. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Maybe it was Jet Fish. Either way, we appreciate Ben. If Ben is lying about this, I give Ben a lot of credit for being kind about it, because Ben was clearly concerned about us. And yes, Mr. Cello, I love what I just walked into. All right, now we got to do some other stuff here first. RJ's moment of the game. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to try to do this myself. But I need all of your assistance because I am an idiot. You all know this by now. Let's see here. Keep in mind, Cody James Martin is giving birth right now, so that's why he's not here. I didn't know that he was he's not giving birth, but at least I don't think so.
His lovely wife is.
Yeah, his lovely wife is. Okay, the moment of the game. I'm going to say the moment of the game was halftime, because something happened there. The Tommy gun got into them. The Tommy gun got very upset with them. It was clear because they were very late coming out as well. Yep. And I thought that was a very interesting point there, that they were very upset, obviously, Ben One White.
Yeah, it looked like the Tommy gun that we saw a couple weeks ago on that video that's surfaced all over social media, right? Laying into the guys, probably for the careless turnovers, and just a lot of opportunities that Arizona left on the floor there in the first half. And, we set it up here. The first 5 minutes of that second half is going to be telling, because it's either going to remain close, 8 to 10 points, and then you worry because Akron is 2-3 threes away for making this a lot closer of a game than it needed to be, but that didn't happen. Arizona put its foot on the gas, got to the rim, did what they did, and here we are.
And that's where we're at. I'm going with that. To me, Ben One White, that was the moment of the game. The halftime, we weren't even in. Now, a lot of people think that we were in there at halftime, but we weren't in there in halftime, Ben. We have to be very clear about this.
We weren't, and I'll give Donnie a shout out here in the chat. He says moment of his game, of the game for him, was Carter Bryant missing a three, getting his own rebound, and getting the dunk.
Yeah,
yes, I would second that.
That was. Donnie is a massive Tommy Lloyd fan. I always have to tell him that settle down. Tommy Lloyd's great, but Donnie will always tell me that he's maybe the best coach that he's ever seen at any level. But you know what? I'm going to, All right, Dennis Walsh, we need to get into a little bit of SRS. SRS. Yes, it's way worse. It's way worse than that where we're at. Every street corner, you want to be with somebody else. I think that's the best way that I can put it. You want to be with somebody else. We went in, Sheer and I were walking down the street yesterday. I almost got hit by a bus. Literally, it was like this close. It was like a cockroach's foot away from hitting me. But it didn't hit me. And then when we ran across the street, a guy just yelled out cocaine at us. And that was interesting as well. It's a tougher area. I'll say that.
Oh, Sheer's in the chat. He says Mike has no hard edge.
No, where is Sheer? Hey, you know what's funny? I see Sheer down there. Sheer doesn't want to come on. Sheer loser. But again, it was and everything I just said was true. Yeah. Somebody said you make it out like it's Mogadishu. I'm not sure that it is at Mogadishu. Now, again, a lot of people think that I was in Black Hawk Down, that I was an actor in that, but I was not an actor in Black Hawk Down. So it was it's a tougher area. Now my mom was telling me about how much she loved SRS before we got there, and I said to her, she's like, it's not what you guys are making it out to be. Guess what? I asked my mom, when was the last time you went to SRS? Guess what she said?
What's that?
1976.
Oh, just a couple of years ago.
That doesn't count. Does 1976? Get out of here with all that nonsense. But yeah, it was tough. So that's why AC Wildcat
fan. That's good.
Yes, I am not going to read that.
I'm not going to read that, but that's good.
Yes. People don't know. By the way, it looks like Oregon is deciding that they're going to win this game very, very quickly.
Yes, 13-2.
Yes,
in real time.
13-2, and Liberty is much whiter than I thought they were. Liberty is too white. This is a problem. They got too many white guys.
Yeah, we're likely going to see Oregon. Liberty's trying to slow things down, and when you got an athleticism disadvantage here, I don't think you're going to be able to slow things down.
My mom's in here, and my mom's full of garbage right now. Mom, you did say that. You said that you loved to see it. You loved SRS, and you said the last time you were there was in the 70s. That is exactly what you said, Mother. Jerry Falwell died for this.
Oh, goodness.
Well, that's exactly what my mom said. But yeah, either way, I'm going to leave it at that one. Now, this game, Arizona is Arizona. I was hoping they were going to play Liberty. I don't think they're going to play Liberty so far. Nope. It looks like they're going to be playing Oregon. And in that case, I get to talk about, I will tell Dana Altman my joke. Do you think I should tell him in the press conference? Where should I tell him, though? I don't want to get beat up.
No. Well, I don't think after the game would be very appropriate, although it would be the best because it would surface nationally. But you probably need to ask him before the game.
Do we want to make this do we want this thing to become national? Because I do believe if I were to tell him, say, Coach, I have a joke, I do believe that he would go with it. No, I don't think he would be cool with it though.
Yeah, I mean they're in the NCAA tournament, so
Yeah, all right.
Maybe there's some bigger priorities.
All right, Mom. What exactly did you say though? Because that's exactly what you said. But okay,
it's okay.
Yeah, Mom getting tough with me. Yeah, Dana Altman is too serious for Mike's shenanigans. All right, people are asking me what is Mike's joke. This is a good joke. Everybody, you're going to laugh at this joke. If you haven't heard it, you're going to laugh. If you have heard it, you're going to laugh again because it's probably the best joke that you've ever heard. So, Dana Altman from Crete, Nebraska, born in Crete, Nebraska. Janet Luke in this chat, born in Crete, Nebraska. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Everybody out there, what do you call somebody that moves out of Crete, Nebraska?
What's that?
What do you call that person?
What do you call them?
An excretion. Do you get it?
Yes.
Do you get it like poop? It's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like what we see on the sidewalk here. Excretion. This is true. This is a good joke. Let us have my mom in the chat. She's trying to back away from all of her previous remarks because she knows that I got her. Excretion. This is a very funny joke. Oh, we got a $4.99 super snap coming in here. Okay, now, you guys. Yeah, Mike, don't tell him that joke. I think I should tell him that joke. These people don't want.
I tend to agree with Tyler.
All right, you think I should just tell him offline? Okay, Lute is my daddy. I'm a Tommy hater, but props to him. He's changing. 0 minutes of Awaka and Henry together. Henry and 4 out. Part at Aussie's. A party at Aussie's after the game. Where's Aussie? Where's Aussie?
Yeah, tell us. I'm not sure.
No, I don't know where it is. Yeah. Like Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, but he makes a good point though. I mean, when we talked about this in the first half, why do you think we didn't see a lot of Henry and even Carter in stretches? Well, granted, Carter, I think I know the reason why, but when those two got in the game, I mean, Arizona was feasting.
Yes, that joke would go viral. Do I want to make myself? But the problem is, do I want to make myself the joke or part of the joke? Because I think I would be the joke.
That's the problem, right? And
Yeah.
we don't want to piss off the NCAA.
Yeah. So that's just what I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that one. Now we're being asked, how would Oregon pay attention to Jason? What's Jason saying? Okay.
Largest Arizona victory since 2006 in the tournament.
Yep. My ADHD is going crazy. You're going to have to, everybody is going to take a village here. Okay. 2006. Wow. That's interesting. 2006. Who would all right. So that was the Mustafa Shakur team. I think they lost to Villanova in the Sweet 16 or the round of 32 that year, if I'm not mistaken. That's where, yeah. All right. Now my mom said in there, she visited there in the 80s. Okay, Mom, the joke, your remark is still the same. All right, WMB. All right, well, I'm just going to say this because I like the people there. When you're out, the numbers are about, they're not close. So I don't know what else to tell you. I'm happy where we're at right now. So I'll put it to you like that. That's, I'll leave it at that. Okay, now, as far as Arizona and Oregon goes, Nate Biddle up front is very, very good. He's a big man that is, he's good. He can shoot threes. He can block shots. He can do a lot of different things. That's going to be an interesting matchup for Henry Vasar. I mean, Henry's going to have to play in that game, obviously.
Yeah, and that's, I think, if you're Oregon, that's where, if you're going to find a way to win this game, I mean, you're going to have to feast off that. You're going to have to go at Henry Vasar early. You're going to have to go at that Arizona front court early and just hope that they get into foul trouble. And you've seen it in stretches throughout the season where that happens. And then at that point, Arizona is forced to make those outside shots. And there were stretches tonight where they did that. I think they did a little bit too much of that at times. But yeah, I mean, that matchup is a lot more interesting than the one you saw today.
Yeah, for sure. And then Brandon Angel up front. Brandon Angel is he's a good player, but he's also kind of soft. There's a little bit of a weenie factor with him. Where I think Trey Townsend, look at Miller. Oh, look at Miller. It looks like he's staring into the eye of the beast.
The tiger.
Yeah, that's like me when I'm looking at Sheer when we're going for a walk in the morning. I'm like, I can't piss off Sheer. He's going to get mad at me. But Trey Townsend, I think Trey Townsend can eat in this one again because, again, Brandon Angel's kind of a soft weenie. I think that he can I think he's going to be able to do some stuff.
I think so, too. And I think a game like this really helps him build off of that, right? And, again, I mean, the biggest thing with him is just he's got to be aggressive. I think with him, it can't be a motor thing. It can be an effort thing, and he's got to be locked in for 40 minutes. When he's locked in and when he gets involved in the offense, it's good for Arizona. And I think that's on Bradley, that's on Love, and that's on some other guys to get him the ball in space, get him the ball in his spots where he has easy looks, and get him the ball when there's mismatches, right, where you can attack the rim and get to the basket. And in transition, there were some nice plays, especially today, where he was able just to get the ball and make things happen for Arizona. So this is the Trey Townson that we expected.
Yes, this is the Trey Townsend. I actually thought that. Now, our guy Jervis Williams. Remember Jervis? Jervis went on a sabbatical. I think he went to
oh, that's right.
Maybe he was going to looking for those dental implants from Aris Dental or something. The championship package.
Is that a tease?
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, it is a tease. Hold on, that's a tease. We're gonna get right there. Let's not forget about Luis. Don't let me forget about that one either. But let's get back to Aris Dental though. The Aris Dental look ahead. Now you might say to yourself, Mike, what can Aris Dental do for me? All right, so here's how cool they are. My mom calls me this morning, and she's in agonizing pain. And generally, when she's there, I have to run over to the house, across town, and help her out. No, I actually don't do any of that. But she needed to be able to get in touch with somebody to get her teeth fixed. She might need a dental implant. And I was able to call Lan. It didn't. There were a couple of things, moving parts, but Lan the Man was there, and my mom is going to be switching over to Lan the Man with the master plan. Hey, Benwin White. Do you need a dental implants? You're good enough that age.
Not quite, but when I do, I know who to call.
Yeah. And get the championship package, 1997. All right, now, and that's with the crown as well. Now, it's back the Aris look ahead of the game, my friends. Back the Aris look ahead of the game. We're going to get back into Oregon here for a second. Now, Oregon is the team that we just went over that. Then at the backcourt, Jackson Shellstad's good. I think Jaden Bradley's a little bit better. Shellstad hasn't actually he hasn't been as good, I think, this year as I think some people thought he was going to be. I'm fine with that. I think Arizona matches up. I think Arizona's a little bit better than Oregon, but Dana Altman worries me a little bit, though. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I mean, the track record speaks for itself, and you just worry in spots, especially Oregon teams that I think have been kind of mid-major along the road. I feel like they've done their damage, right? I mean, you think back to some of these teams that got to the Sweet 16, that got to the Elite Eight. They weren't necessarily, top 10 teams throughout the year. I mean, they were kind of middle of the road and got hot at the right time. And Altman's really good at that, right? Getting his guys ready late February, early March, and you definitely got to worry about it. But I think, to your point, though, the matchup is more intriguing across the board. But at the same time, to me, Arizona's got the clear matchup at all these positions, right? So, yeah, foul trouble, turnovers, all things you worry about. But at the same time, I feel pretty confident. Just watching the way Oregon has played against better teams this year, they haven't played all that well.
All right, now the question has been asked by many people. Did Land the Man let me keep my tongue? He let me keep my tongue, and I was very, very appreciative of that because he only does preventative treatment or necessary treatment. He doesn't need to do all the stuff that you don't need. By the way, Bryant is beating Michigan State right now. Okay, let's see. Big 12 Bobby, very much appreciate you getting rid of your wife. She doesn't need to be there. You need to be in this discussion right here. All right, now we want to talk about ADO for Jervis. Also, tomorrow we'll be up at 10:30 again. Jervis asked about ADO. Here's where I'm at with ADO. I like ADO. I have a soft spot for ADO. I freely acknowledge ADO's shortcomings. I totally get that. And there are shortcomings for sure. But I like ADO. The problem, though, is that when ADO is not shooting threes or hitting threes, there's really no reason for him to be out there. And I don't know how else to put it, Ben. Because it's not like he's really there for defense. It's not like he's really there for a variety of different reasons. I'm not huge on like I said, he's got to be hitting threes for him to be out there. And ADO was good in the second half, Mr. Tyler Warden. He was just really, really tough in it was tough to watch in the first half, and I think that's why Carter Bryant. I said, I'll put it like this. I cannot have any more halves where ADO plays more than Carter Bryant ever.
And I don't think he will. I think just the flow of the game with the way things were. Yeah, that first half, that first stretch in the first half, you kind of wondered, okay, well, why does ADO have double the minutes of somebody like Carter Bryant? Just doesn't make a lot of sense. But, I mean, he was hitting shots. Granted, there in the second half, he did play a little bit better. But, yeah, I mean, I think as you move along, you're not going to see that as much because there's just too much liability, like you said.
Yeah.
And if he's out there for too long, all it takes is a couple shots, the other team to get hot and things to get rolling, and you've lost a lead. So I don't think it's going to happen. I wonder it stretches why you saw it today, and maybe Lloyd just felt like they had the clear matchup advantage, and even somebody like ADO can get out there and shoot over the Akron guards and hit some shots. And defensively, you don't worry as much in a matchup like this. But I hear you; you're definitely right. But I'm not reading too much into it.
Yeah, and again, I will say that with when it comes to ADO. ADO still serves a purpose. ADO, like I said, the great Kobe L. Thiel says ADO's defense wasn't that bad in the second half. Totally agree. Couldn't agree with you more. But that's also, like I said, I think with ADO, you got to go half by half. I can't just have him play 12 minutes just because it was preordained that he needed to play 12 minutes in the first half. That's where I draw a little bit of the line here. All right, we need Xavier to make their free throws here. We need Xavier to beat Illinois. That is a big part of it. Yes, Oregon three-point shooting worries me a little bit, Mike Luke. Like I said, Oregon's athletic too. I mean, this is a team that is, but it's also a team that lost by 500 to Illinois. So, you can kind of go with that. What you think on that one, Mr. Ben One White?
Yeah. Do you think ADO being out there a lot maybe has something to do with foul trouble when you look at somebody like Bryant, some of these other players?
I don't know,
because you don't want to put somebody like him out there for too long, get 3 or 4 fouls, rack it up like that, and then you got a problem.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, he's also got to play. I mean, we're probably not going to get him next year, so you got to be able to put him on there. All right, AZ Wildcat fan with some breaking news. Liberty is now on a 2-0 run. This is true.
This is very true, yes.
We've got to get it, but ADO tries really hard. He's just super, super limited. It's like if I went out there, it's like, or if there's like a paralyzed parrot or something, and you're trying to get him to sing and like jump up and down and stuff, and you're like, this thing's paralyzed. I mean, he can't do it. He can try, but he can't. I'm not calling ADO a paralyzed parrot, but I also don't know that that some of the things that we need of him that he can physically do. Ben White.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna shoot threes, and that's really it. He's not going to do anything else.
Yes, Tony Olivero says The only thing 80. Oh, look at Liberty. Liberty is on a 4. Are they on a 4-0 run now?
I think so. Yeah, it was
Holy
2-15, something like that.
Yeah. Do you actually think ADO tries really hard? Yes, I do think he tries really hard. I just think that his instincts aren't very good. And I don't think his instincts are great, and I just don't think he's really that good.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to effort, I would say, Townsend is locked in right now, but when you talk about this season as a whole, I'd say all these guys try really hard. I don't think effort is the issue here.
Yeah, one thing that I will say now, we've been asked about the yes, fine, Twin Mama. Hey, yeah, we got to give Twin Mama a little bit of grief, though. Guess what? Guess who liked her tweet earlier today?
Who's that?
Red Wines, who hates Arizona. If Red Wines and Twin Mama are agreeing on something, that probably means that Twin Mama did something very, very wrong. And like I said, we'll look past it, but at the same time, it is what it is. I don't know what else to say. All right, now Daniel Severa, another great name. Trey has really embraced that these are the final few games of his career. He's playing with a little extra bounce. Yes, he is. He's playing with a little bit of a step, a little bit of gumption, Ben One White.
Yes, it's March Trey. It's time to lock in. It's time to play at the highest level, because this is when it counts. And you've seen stretches this year where the majority of it has been disappointing, but I just hope it keeps up. That's all I can really say about it.
Hey, what's a tough Ben One White? Have you been to Newark, New Jersey?
I have not.
What is a tougher area, SRS or Newark, New Jersey?
Depends.
Yeah, because both those are really, really tough. Oh, did Illinois make a 3 at the end, and did Boswell make it? Oh,
your favorite player. Yep.
Boo! No. All right, well, whatever. Yeah, Newark. I don't know. I think SRS.
It's probably Newark, but it's closer than you think.
SRS takes a back seat to really nobody.
Yeah. SRS has taken a bad turn.
Yeah. Let's see here. Michael Wright literally was killed. Yeah, but that was because he was meeting up with somebody he shouldn't have met up with. But he made a step back from way down. It is what it is. 2 snaps for Boswell. You know what I need Boswell to do? Call me out during or something. Move the needle a little bit. But either way, I think SRS is tough. All right, now Oregon. We're going to go under the pretense that Oregon's going to win this game. Dana Altman's a really good coach. Dana Altman, he mixes up defense. He does a lot of he does a lot of different things. He owns Sean Miller.
Yeah.
We're going to have to see what he can do, what the Tommy gun can do against him.
Yeah, and I think matchup-wise, Arizona matches up good, right? They have the better players, but I think what you have to be worried about with Oregon is they historically, and even this year, it's not as talented of a team, granted, and they've definitely struggled, but Oregon can win in multiple different ways.
Yeah, Oregon can win a lot of different ways.
You've seen that over the years with Altman. Your guards can get hot from 3. You can get something going down low. It's not going to be as easy as you saw today.
Robert Garitano, no. Michael Wright was from Farragut Academy in Chicago. Fun little fact. Guess who his high school teammate was? Ben One White.
Who's that?
It wasn't Ben One White. That wasn't his high schoat teammate. His high school teammate was Kevin Garnett. Little known fact.
There you
Kevin
go.
Garnett. Hey, and there was a guy named Ronnie Fields that was there as well. He was considered one of the 2 or 3 best players in the country as well. Take that. I beat you all to that. I beat you to the Garnett thing. Nice try, all of you. Get in there after. You can't say it. Hey, Patrick Stark, you can't get in there after I already said it. Nice try.
Sure you can.
Nice try. All right, let's see. Mike Luke is like Rainman when it comes to, hey, you want to see my Rainman impression?
Let's hear it.
Yeah. Drive slow in the driveway. Only on Tuesdays. Yeah. Have you ever seen Rainman?
Very long time ago.
Okay, let's see here. Bynum was another Chicago recruit. Bynum from Crane High School in Chicago. There was another one from Moline, Illinois, named Travis Wilson. He sucked, though. He wasn't any good. Those other guys were. Kevin Garnett was obviously good. But, yeah, I thought you would like that one. All right, now, they're saying, what are they laughing at? He says, oh my gosh. I thought that was...
probably your impression.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I met Jervis Williams. Your board. I said, very nice. How much? Will Bynum, Crane High School right there. Okay, I think Will Bynum's in jail, if I'm not mistaken. Or I think he went to jail, or I think he went to like prison or something. Maybe it's because he was thinking about moving into SRS. I'm not really sure.
That's the reason, huh?
Yes, yeah. Mike should do the show in the Rainman voice. All right, here's the deal. Of course, Oregon, Arizona. Arizona plays Oregon, and People's Court, Judge Wapner, got to be back by, drive slow on the driveway, only on Tuesdays. Yes.
Oh, my God.
All right, yeah, I thought that was really, really good. Yeah, you guys need to hurry up and get out of SRS. I'm seeing barnacles fuming. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna go down to a Pike's Place tomorrow, or like Pike's Market. Supposedly it stinks down there.
Lots of fish. Mike's gonna catch a fish and take a picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Yeah, and they say do Rainman saying, "Yeah, welcome to the Rock." Hey, there's this scene in Rainman when he's because Tom Cruise. You've never seen it. So Tom Cruise is basically this total jerk who's taking the Will Bynum was in the league for quite a few years, like 10 years. Will Bynum or not Will Bynum. So Rainman was in a phone booth with or like one of those phone booths with Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise is basically like the biggest jerk in the world. He steals Rainman, who's autistic, so he can get his money from him because his dad inherited his will to him. So, anyways, they're going across the street, and Rainman is and he does everything literally. So the sign says stop, and so Rainman stops in the middle of the street, and then this like redneck guy pulls up to him. He's like, "Hey, get out of the road, get out of the road." He's like, "Arr." And then so Tom Cruise comes up to him and he rescues him, and then he puts him in a phone booth with him. And as in the phone booth, it's obviously like congested. And then Rainman says, fart. And he farted in the phone booth. And he says, "Did you fart?" And he says, "Yeah." And he says, "Why'd you do that?" He says, "I didn't mind it." It was very, very good. I like how patient Ben is. Yes, exactly. All right, yeah.
I'm numb to it at this point.
Yeah,
I've known him too long.
Yeah, Rainman, you are in SRS. There's only one Rainman. Sean Kemp. Yes, Sean Kemp, by the way.
Yes.
He's got a weed store here. Yeah, my Target didn't have Mike's refills today.
Nope.
Yep, no, taking none on this trip. All right, so anyways, let's get back to business here for a second. Ben, you always get me off task.
Always.
I said before this that I need Arizona in the Sweet 16. Oregon's a good team. But again, Oregon is also playing a team that looks like Pima right now. This is very unimpressive what I'm seeing. I'm not impressed at all.
Although Shear did pick Liberty in his bracket.
Yes. All right, Rick Barron's. I don't know that anybody thought the ACC was good, though.
I saw that earlier, though. I hear what you're saying, Rick, but nobody said the ACC was good.
Isn't that me like saying right now that Liberty isn't good enough? I mean, Rick Barron's, you are the man. Love Rick Barron's. But no, why do you hate on Pima like that? No, I like Pima. Brian Peabody's a drinking buddy of mine at Bob Dobbs. I like Brian Peabody. He's a good dude. But Liberty, I think we're doing a morning show, right? Yeah, 10:30. Yeah. But I don't know. Like I said, Oregon's definitely better than Liberty. I mean, just look what we're watching right here. This guy looks like me with the ball. I mean, you don't want somebody playing that looks like me. It's like me with a headband. Not good. But you know what he doesn't have?
ADO would be the best player on this team.
Yes, exactly. Yes, ADO.
And we love ADO.
Yeah, we love ADO. Oh, look at that move right there. He just and he missed it.
Yep.
No, this is like Mike Luke with a headband. It's just, it's not good. Mike, say bye to Jason. Jason, where are you going? Yes, we need a show. I need to spaz in the chat. Yes, we will have a chat. We will have a show tomorrow, Kobe Field. You have my word on this one.
Yes.
So yeah, either way, this was a good win. Arizona beat the snot out of a team they needed to beat the snot out of, Ben One White.
Great win. Arizona came in, they handled business, and they just imposed their will, right? I mean, Arizona was a 14.5-point favorite. They had the matchup advantage just top to bottom. Liberty, almost said Liberty. Akron's biggest guy was 6'6", and the only way Akron was going to win this game was go crazy from three. And that just didn't happen. Akron did not shoot well from the outside. And as a result, Arizona was just able to do basically whatever they wanted. There were stretches in that first half where you didn't love the double-digit turnovers. You didn't love necessarily all those threes, especially early on. But they figured it out in the second half. You kind of thought, okay, is Arizona going to respond, do what they need to do, get to the rim? Is this going to be a big-time victory, or is this going to still linger between that 8 to 10-point mark where you're kind of worried and you think, okay, if Akron makes a couple threes, they're in this game, but ultimately that didn't happen. Arizona took care of business. I think this was about as good a first-round performance as the Tommy Guns had. It's better than the Princeton game. I think we can probably agree with that. Ben One White, you agree? Yeah, just a little bit, right?
It's better than
day and night.
It's better than Princeton. It's better than the Wright State game where I think they were losing at the half. Who'd they play last year?
They played
some bum team.
They dominated in Salt Lake last year. I feel like that first round. I think they dominated that round of 64.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at Liberty. They just missed a wide open three. That's hard to believe. All right, yeah, Long Beach State. Yeah, they beat Long Beach State.
Long Beach State. Yep. Thank you.
Rick Barons, you're still the man. Yeah, all right. I thought North Carolina would beat Ole Miss. Yes, Rick Barons, you get the win on that one. You win. I did not. All right. On that note, though, hold on. Hold on a second. I got breaking news. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
This is from my guy Nick. Hold on, and Shelby, I'll get to that. Very, very appreciate this. Okay, hold on. Who is this? Oh, wow. I'm in like 20 group chats that I don't. All right. Oh my gosh.
Drum roll, please.
All right. I am going to put it. This is huge. I'm going to report it right now. It would appear this is that this is either from Trilly Donovan or somebody, but Duke Brennan is entering the transfer portal. Oof. If you're Arizona, you got to get him. You have to get him. Oh my gosh. Duke Brennan is a double machine. 10 and 10, Ben One White.
I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else to say here. This is huge. Duke Brennan, come to the U of A, my friend. Bring us your tired, poor Duke Brennan. Hey, is Sanon entering the portal?
Rumor, according to Sheer. Rumor, but it's looking like it.
Oh, really? Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll have a lot of fun with that. Hey, maybe I can wait for Sanon's agent to start messaging me, telling me about how crappy I am. But,
yes.
Is Sanon entering the draft? But I thought Sanon was so happy. We will have a lot of fun. Here's the thing. People always ask me, and I don't mean to be mean here. People always ask me, they're like, did you see what I put on Twitter? Did you see what Sheer put on Twitter? I don't mean to be a jerk here, but at the same time, I don't look at other people's Twitters. I don't have the only people's Twitters I look at is probably red ones.
You can barely do 1.5 things at once. So
yeah.
I wouldn't expect that out of you.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So again, I would I can't do it. I just can't do it. I don't look at other people's Twitter.
50 things at once.
Yeah.
Got that gift.
Sheer's on Twitter all the time.
Yes.
People were messaging me pictures of Sheer where he's not even watching the game. Because he's like locked in, he's loaded. Okay, everybody, red wines. Okay, yes. Matt Muehlbach just messaged me. I don't think he would mind me saying this. Liberty might be the worst team in the tournament. Yes, they are.
Yeah, this is really bad.
I just said that they look like Pima. Okay. On that note, though, everybody, we're going to be back tomorrow at 10:30. Tell all of your friends. Everybody we know. And again, Wilbur, hopefully I don't get in trouble for some of the Rainman stuff.
We appreciate you bearing with us through all the noise and all the fun stuff here live at the arena.
No, you guys are great. Here, I'm going to read the super snaps though, and then I got to do some house cleaning news. Yes. 199 super snap from TJ Van Martyr. We very much appreciate TJ Van Martyr. Dave Gerhardt, 999 super snap. Very much appreciated. Hunting Arizona. Enjoyed the process. 199. Having fun, guys. Trying to stay safe. Colton Hawthorne, 1999. That's another great name. Mike, this is for some of that Seattle goodies.
There you go.
Very much appreciate you. Lost Highway. All right, Lost Highway. No room for the haters on the Trey train, Mike. At AZ Wildcat fan, at Andy Bryant. Fair enough. I will stay off there. $3 super snap, Matthew Bothwell. Very much appreciated. Vegas Falcon, $50 super snap. Shame that Carter has so much skill and only playing 18 minutes. Arena beers on me. You are the man. Very much appreciate that. Oh, hold on. Is that all the super snaps? Let's see here. I missed a few super snaps. Bridge Tech Communications, my guy Tony. Great win. Second half is what we were looking for. Let's either get the Ducks or bring freedom to Liberty. Yes.
I see what you did there.
That was good. Yeah, that was good. $5 super snap. Feels like 3-point defensive effort. We can translate to Liberty if that happens. Yes. Mr. Tyler Warden. Go get a donut and coffee at Top Pot tomorrow on me. Yummy in my tummy.
We will.
And Lute is my daddy. I'm a Tommy Hatter. I think he meant hater. But props to him. He's changing. 0 minutes for Waka and Henry together. Henry and 4 out. Party at Aussies after the game. Very much appreciate you guys all. All right, now, hold on. Shelby messaged me. I got to see what Shelby said. Hold on. I don't know how to get back to the normal. How do I get back to the normal chat? I got to hit the live.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, let's see here. All right, now, hold on. I got to read this. Everybody stay here. Don't leave me yet because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, okay. Here's the deal.
Mention the AZ12 sticker and promote the merch store. Yeah. Go to the merch store. I don't know how to put the link up though because Cody's not here. He's giving birth right now. But again, go to the store if you want to get merch. And we've got stickers. Come get us, and we can get you a discount if you come up and get the stickers. You will thank me later. Stickers. Yummy in my tummy. You don't want to eat them though. All right. On that note though, Ben One White, you are the man. None of this happens without Ben One White. I don't even know what I'm doing. Ben One White, you can confirm.
Yes, I can. You're the man, and I'm going to put the merch link in the chat for everybody.
Yeah. Look at everybody stay on here. Do we have to stay on while you get the merch?
No,
link?
it'll be in there. Just find it at the end, and you'll be good.
Oh, by the way, you guys are the best. Very much appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow with you at 10:30. If Cody's giving birth right now, isn't he giving birth right now? Or
She was.
No, his wife. What was I saying?
She was going into labor the last time we checked.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean that Cody was giving birth. Did I really say Cody was giving birth? Well, either way, Cody's not giving birth. I can assure you that to my knowledge, he's not. On that note, though, you guys are the best. We will be back with you tomorrow. Even you, WMB, saying all those mean things to me. TTFN, yes, Jervis.
Oh, God, Jervis.
Jervis just says he gave birth in his bathroom a few minutes ago. Holy moly.
It's like Mike Luke every morning.
Yes, yeah. I felt like it this morning. All right, on that note, though, TTFN, you guys are the best. You've been listening to the AZ12 podcast. See you tomorrow at 10:30.